since I last saw you, people of Bristol. I am married. I'm a married man. And I've thank you very much. I've realised I've got to stop showing that to people as if it proves anything. You can just buy these. Save an awful lot of fuss. But, so we got married last year. I'm sure some of you are married, and like us, you probably spent an entire year getting ready for it. So much planning goes into it, even the guest list. You want to invite everybody. You can't invite everyone you love. Resources are limited. At one point, we found ourselves looking down the guest list, trying to thin it out based on how we reckon people voted on Europe. Which is not even on how they voted, on how we reckon they did. That's worse, isn't it? I'm not going to make things awkward here, obviously, you or anyone watching at home. I don't care which way you voted. I'm sure you don't care which way I voted. Everyone at every show I do is welcome, which is obviously how our lot like to treat people. So... Oh, sure. Sure, yeah, that's some smug middle-class people clapping for a smug middle-class guy for suggesting anyone that thinks differently to us is racist. You're welcome. But it was tricky. After the referendum, everyone was in the same position. No matter which side you voted, or even if you didn't, everyone had the same reaction the next morning. Every single person opened their front door and went, oh, there are werewolves now. There are werewolves out there, and they look like us and smell like us, but they are not us. And all of us looked at our neighbour and went, I'm a villager, what are you? Oh, you're a villager too? Fantastic, what a relief. Which way did you vote, out of interest? For the good of the village. Sounds like werewolf chat. Goodbye. We head away. Never been more divided as a nation, have we? Not since Cavaliers and Roundheads. Not since that whole thing about whether the death of Princess Diana was meaningless or irrelevant. We haven't been... Oh, even here. Even here. She was the princess of our hearts. Neither of those things is a thing. So... We got all lovely and married, and it's very exciting. I nearly blew it. 2 weeks before the big day, I accidentally used the word Bridezilla. Now, before you judge... Oh, sorry, while you judge me... The context is very important. I said to her, look, I'm not saying you're some sort of Bridezilla. I'm an idiot. Of course, I should never have said that. She only heard that one word. She stamped her foot. She was furious. She said, no, I'm Organised-Zilla. I was like, it's the Zilla that's the bad bitch, surely. Surely that's like, you could be Rainbow-Zilla, and that would... You could be Fluff-Zilla. That would still suggest you were some 1,000-foot-tall fluff monster that was hard to work alongside of. Is it... Organised-Zilla is the most formidable opponent, surely. That monster will tear down your skyscraper, having first cancelled your building's insurance. This doesn't... We did it. We got away with it, and we got lovely and married. And because of the slightly unusual circumstances under which we got together, I won't bore you with the details, but basically a 6-year long-distance relationship. I lived in London, she lived in Bristol. Where are we going to live? She got tactically pregnant. Now I live in Bristol. And I'm sensing I'm not the only person here that was taken out by that particular trip. But because of that, what it means is that we are now living together with a baby and married when we haven't really had that much time living together before. Now, I know the married people are thinking, ooh. I am learning some fascinating things about her, which are permanent. So, one of them, for example, is that she has terrible insomnia. I knew that, but I didn't realise the breadth of her insomnia. She's a really light sleeper. So when I get home after a gig, as I will most nights, maybe midnight, 1 in the morning, I creep into our house. I have to almost break into our house like I'm a burglar. I have to slide the key into the lock like I'm burgling it. I push the door open. I've oiled the hinges. Olive oil, but if you don't fry with it, it's fine. I have to tiptoe over floorboards 1, 5, and 7, and then take my trousers off downstairs, because if I take my trousers off in our bedroom, the clink of my belt buckle hitting the floor, that'll wake her up. So I have to carry my clothes as I creep upstairs naked, like a sexy burglar. Is that what they're called? And then I get onto the landing, and I have to wee in the dark, because we've got a pull cord light switch, so no matter how slowly you pull it, like, there's a chance you let go, that'll wake her up. I've said to her, let's get a new light switch. She says, it's not a problem. It is a problem. So then I'm negotiating my way around the bathroom. I have to wee down the side of the toilet, the inside. I'm not a monster. It's not some sort of dirty protest. I've got to... It's a secret ninja wee of the sort that men think only men can do, but women are like, oh, I've got moves. And then creep into the bedroom, peel back the duvet, assume the length of a sort of rhythmic gymnast, and then roll over my axis, peel the duvet back over me, and lie there, prone and unmoving, until I fall asleep. And I have to do that every night for the rest of my life. It's always nice to perform in a venue that looks and feels like a really oversubscribed one of those puzzle room escape games.